Hello everyone, welcome back to Kinlake. Wasn't really much interesting actually for the rest of February. There was a ploughing contract, so I did that, which was boring, and made about 6,000 off it, and here we are in March, where it's okay weather. And got everything away, as you can see, it's all nice and tidy. That doesn't fit into there, unfortunately. How is all of this going? You know, let's just check in the menu. So, what have we got? A bit of deadwood, I guess. Oh man, there's not much interesting there. It's fine on the seeds. That is very close to being out, so we're going to need to sort that out. And that's starting to get a little low as well. And so is that. So we actually have a few products around the place. But not really that much of interest. I mean, that's right, yes, and I also went and filled everything up with manure and got some spare stuff in the pit, so we can deal with that later on as well. What we'll do is get the trailer out as well. I think we're going to either get another one of these or just... Actually, I think getting another one of those will be a good idea. However, we got a few things to get sorted. Since with the idea of... Well, there's actually quite a lot there. Going into the idea of having branded farms. There's not a lot of JCB stuff in the game, so I've gone and got a whole bunch of mods. Are we going to get more? No, we're not. We'll just do this 2 at a time. What else? A bunch of fun stuff, decorative stuff, and something else as well. A mod from Farm Sim 22 that I quite enjoyed, and turns out it's in 25 as well, called Major Service, which means we can go and take our well-used vehicles down to the mechanic and get them to do a bit of an engine overhaul. So, you know, we've got 67 hours on the clock of this thing. It's not behaving very well. It's wearing out pretty quickly between actual repairs, so we can get that like new. Things will run a lot better. And for the moment, like, we can make do with that trailer as well. It's going to get the bigger one, but there is one way we can actually manage with that one still, and that's not be lazy and actually load it properly. Yeah, get that into there. So it's a lot of faffing with pellets. Alright. Can I be bothered? Not right now. My brain hurts from doing ploughing. So if we go put this back here, and then somehow sneak out very carefully without hitching it too badly. Nice. We can put the trailers into there. We need to go make some money anyway. But it's a nice little farmyard. but we're not quite done yet. Need to get that limed, or ready for the next lot of stuff. Let's just be cheeky and use the old... Oh, too far forward. No, we'll just grab the slot over here for a moment. Unable to load more of the size? What are you talking about? There we go. We don't need another trailer just yet. I will get this down to the market and then we'll go see how expensive it is to get this thing serviced and restored. Wonder how much this is going to cost. Let's just get into the trigger, turn it off, up into here. It's going to cost us a bit. That is a service and getting it repaired. So now that is actually, let's just jump into here. Next service, yeah. So while it says that it's got basically 68 hours on the clock, it should be performing like it's got 0. What am I doing? There is more stuff that we need. And that is the herbicide. So what do we end up in here? Nothing interesting in the overall sale. Need that. I think we're just gonna grab just a stack of it. And honestly, maybe we do go with that extra trailer idea. So this is what we've got. Yeah, can it go down into a bale trailer? It can, though it does have a... There is just something to be said about this because it just has one set of axles and it makes it nice to reverse. I think, yep, we're going to go with the tried and true. We will go with, whoops, JCB yellow, was it? No, was it? Black on the tray. And JCB on that. We don't have a lot of money, but that is fine. We've still got a few more goods to sell. You know, let's just see how well this goes. Nice. Very, very nice. Let's get this back up to the farm and see what we can do about making our, well, just making enough to pay the bills, because we're going to need about 10,000. What else can we do to make some money? Sell the rest of our goods. We've got a lot more than I expected. So 4 pallets of lettuce, 1 of garlic, spring onions, cabbage, and 1 of our parsnips. This actually should be everything that we need to cover the bills. That said though, and the other one, yeah, it pays the bills. The only problem is little skid steer turned up in the market and it's half off, but it's still 40,000. I don't think we can somehow rustle up that amount of money, can we? You know, I can make it just... Oh, that is unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. Let's just actually coast along. What do we got in contracts? Not much. We got a deadwood, I guess we could do. And then we've also got our own fields to maintain. Well, looking at the crop calendar, I think we need to start worrying about the fields. Our fields, specifically. So, let's get into here. Do I have any yes, that. And grab two of those out here. That's nice having a yard set up. Just roll up there and maybe not so enthusiastically though. This should be more than enough for these two little strips. Because we can get carrots planted next month. We did a lot of parsnips. So we got plenty of reserves. Actually, on that note. Parsnips, more accurately. We should start looking at moving more across to there. I need to get that stuff into there. Now, I wonder if I can actually get this in a single go. Almost. Well, let's get on it, eh? Get these done. And gonna need to get a roller and a planter, well, a vegetable planter for next month. Don't need to worry about them right now though. Oh, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, that didn't go so well. Let's not get fancy. Brrr. Reversing in a field. It's just been plowed. Here we go. It is looking pretty decent already though. Oh, it's technically reaching the other field, but it doesn't really count. Oh, I'd love to get that skid steer as well, but we just cannot afford that. We need to focus on more serious things like another field. We need to actually start making more money. And we've got our front loader attachment on this, so skid steer is not going to help us that much. And around we go again. Come on, make the turn. Look at that. Terrible, but made it. I didn't even need to get 2 fresh bags out. Looking forward to the next month as well, because we should be able to do liming and fertilizing contracts. That'll get us a good boost of money. And I wonder if I can be cheeky and do this. Yes. Oh, gonna be really cheeky. I could just shunt it, but let's get that put away. Because I don't think we're going to need that for the rest of the month. The trailers we might, but oh, too much for a rush. I think we're going to do that Deadwood contract. We've got to look after the greenhouses and that. That's probably okay. We'll get like a load of water to everything. That needs a couple of loads of water, and that needs a couple of loads of water as well. Some parsnips into that. Interesting. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, it's going into the kimchi. Did a kimchi pellet just spawned? Oh, nice. Let's just turn that off. Let's do this the quick way. Still the same, except the contract. Oh, it's really in our backyard. Right there. That is absolutely what I need to do some terraforming here as well. Get this wrapped ahead. So is it field 62 we're working on? It is, okay, which means I mean I know exactly where it is and which half of the circle, because the rest of it's on my property. One. I'm sure I saw another one over here. Make sure, because we cannot afford penalties right now. Two, which means there's what, 6 total by the looks of that. There's another 2 over there. And where's the last one? There it is. Oh, that was an easy one. Thank you, Walter. That's some easy money for me. Okay, let's just quickly tab back to that because it's a long walk. As you can see, there's our manure pit pile. I think I'll leave that lot in there and go get another load from the trailer. This does feel like it's a bit more zippy with that being serviced. So yeah, we've got a pellet of kimchi there. That's full. Right, so that goes to there. That's been limed. Any new contracts? No. Anything new in the sale that I didn't see? Nope. Let's see if we make the turn. We can. And cut across traffic. And do a loop back to our hydrant. I really do want to get a proper, like, water station, because I think it will refill quicker. Could even take... No, that's not the button I want. That's the button I want. That tree that's over there, I could possibly take that out as well, because it needs to come out. Along with the next one, because that's where the house will be going up that way. That's if we get desperate for some extra money, but I think we'll be okay. let's get these refilled. Just as well, we got all of those herbicide pellets that ran dry just as we got to filling it up, so it's all in there now. That'll do for a little bit, but it does need manure, so we're going to go get that done. Found another deadwood contract in the meantime. It was as exciting as a deadwood contract can be. Now I don't need a full trailer, but that'll do. Okay, come on, come on. Yep. There we go. Alright, I need to do some work on this as well. So I managed to fill up all of the other gardens nice and full. I don't think we're going to need to put manure into them for months. Just top them up with water every so often and some seeds, which I think we're going to need to get some seeds for this as well. Trash! What have I done? Other than everything wrong. Brute force and ignorance, it'll do. So we'll go into here. Oh, that was the right one, so yes, fill that up. Seeds, that one should be good. That one, I think that's going to need seeds. The manure is now full. We'll go put that back in there. I should probably go get another trailer at some point, but we don't need it this month, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll come down this way with it. Need to work on figuring out where everything is actually going to go in this farm. Alright, we back it up. Now it doesn't actually have a normal press button to unload. You just go up and do your normal tip here, dumping it on the ground. Boom, done. That's that done. I mean, we need a roller, but we can roll the stones in, deal with them that way. And what else do we have to do this month? Wait for some decent contracts, I guess. Get this back into here. Oh, so nice actually be able to store everything. What we're going to do is we're going to get this out of here. And we're going to go put this into this little cubby hole. That'll do. So now we can put the trailers away into there. Oop, hit the wall. Whoopsie. And you want this trailer, and we'll put this one away. I guess we can go sell that kimchi while we wait for things to happen. Is that trailer in? Oops. Snap the camera around. Let's have a looky on here. There's another deadwood. Ooh, there's something else in here too. I don't really want to do another deadwood contract. It is out the back though, but Actually, where can we buy seed from? Can we just buy... We cannot buy loose seed. Okay. Good to know. there anything else that needs to go out? Not that one. Oh, yeah, we got a pallet of lettuce soon. Tomatoes soon. Okay, we do have goods very soon. So, no point doing that just yet. Let's drop that there. So, you know, that's not... We'll just wait for it to happen, eh? There we go. I think it's, what, 3 extra pellets? Nothing over there? No, nothing over there. So we'll get these picked up. Oops. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Interesting that it's stacking them like that, but sure. Have we actually had any more interesting contracts show up? No. So I think we will end up doing that one. Not the greatest contracts, but I guess it's better than nothing. And yes, let's go get this sold again. Come back and cut some trees up. Okay, let's get to this deadwood contract. Now, there's actually an easy way to do these if you can't find them. If you look north into the patch, this is always on the south side of it. So, I mean, chances are I'll bump into a couple on the way, but like that one there. And probably those two there. There we go, so that's 2, which means we're doing 8 total. Could have found that out if I'd actually read the contract, but who's got time for that? Oh, here's another one. There's another one up there, and another one. And there's the other one all the way over there. That's actually quite a far way out. Glad we did the little trick. I wouldn't have found that one quickly otherwise. Now we could rinse and repeat this a few times this month just to pass the month, but that's really boring. Let's just jump back to the JCB that I brought over, collect that. Has anything else popped up? No, in fact, actually, ooh. Yoink. Definitely doing that one. But what I think we'll do, I'll do that one off, I think, off camera because it's quite a long drive for not a lot of work. We'll get this over here. Oh, don't crash. Get that to here. What we're going to do is let's deal with some of this. Let's deal with some of this. Now we want this and that. Let's do it with stones. Here we go. Let's try and get this done nicely. And by nicely, I mean just doing it really, really quickly so it looks a bit more natural. There we go, that'll do for the moment. And what is it? That forest cones is actually what's on the edge of this, so we can actually dress that up too. And let's just try and get that out on the edge. Or not. That's fine too. Very careful not to hit that field, because technically I think we're actually manipulating the next field over, almost. That'll do. Now we want to... Ooh, how do we want to do this? Try to soften that like that. Yeah, that'll do. And we'll have another road that will come down there with the exact same setup. Although I think this one will be a little more... no, I don't like that. Let's level that in. Yes, it'll make a little bit of a mess. And then we can soften it out again. That looks a bit better. Dirt, stones, not that wide. Yeah, that'll do. That will do for that part too. Now, dig into there. Don't want to hit the field, that would be kind of terrible. And up way, yeah. It's a mess, but hey, it will make it look better, I think. Yep, that'll do. Now, how do we fix this part? This was just absolutely awful. Let's see what we can do about this. That should do it. Dirt, stones. Come that around that way. I'll worry about the cone trim later. Let's get this path actually in. And we go like that, and like that, and... maybe. Oops, tree's beating me up. They can go like that, and very carefully. Go, look at that. We actually have farm roads. Oh, that's very, very nice. Let's... what were we doing? We were going to go do fertilizing. I will just back up, and then we'll go for a quick drive around the property on our new road that we've just put in. And then Yeah, I'll deal with this off screen. Fertilizer. Got some seeds in here as well now, which is good. Get these two in. Let's go for a hoon around on our new road. It's wide enough for this, which is good. Actually, no, yeah, it's scuffed enough. It actually looks good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Looks a lot better with some actual roadways. But yeah, thank you for joining me on this episode, which is probably going to be a little bit shorter because not really much to do at the moment. Next month's going to be busy though. That's probably where we'll reconvene. But till then, you guys do look after yourselves, stay safe, and we'll see you then.